hello everyone. Here we are, back again. Welcome back to you. I don't know why I'm... I know why, because when I went in to do the thing, yeah. Anyway. Hi. Yeah, we're here. We're ready to, what is my... No. Yep. Okay. We're ready to go in. We're gonna enter this place in some style. Meaning we're not gonna run in. Okay, let's go back into first person so I can see what's going on here. Okay.
Hey there.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. Spare a cap? I can make it worth your while.
Yeah, sure. I can spare a cap. What you gonna do?
The first thing you should know is that Freeside is run by a pack of yahoos that call themselves the Kings.
Okay.
Their leader, who oddly enough calls himself the King, currently has his hands full trying to prevent an all-out riot in Freeside. That's 2 tips, but what the hell? You're a new customer, so the extra one's on me. Wanna hear another?
Oh, you're gonna give me information. Okay. For a cap? I can probably deal with that. Okay, so the Kings, run by the King, shouldn't they then be called the Princess? Otherwise, they're all the King. They're all the same. But if they're run by the King, they're obviously not all the same. Doesn't that make sense? Of course. Who cares?
He might not look it, but Ralph for Mick and Ralph's is no slouch with a keyboard. I've heard he's helped reprogram several robots in his time. What do you say? Want another tip?
Sure.
Northwest of the big Freeside sign is a casino called the Atomic Wrangler.
Okay.
It's not as fancy as the ones on the Strip. There's still plenty of excitement to be found there.
All right.
That one was pretty good, right?
Gave
How
me
about
someplace
another?
to go for some entertainment, yeah. Here.
I heard something about a town south of here being attacked, but details are sketchy. All I know is there haven't been any refugees showing up here, which means either the attack wasn't too bad, or it was very, very bad.
Yeah.
I got more where that came from. Want another?
The, oh, what was her name? The woman that Boone shot. Anyway, yeah, she mentioned something about a town being taken over by the Legion. Was it to the south, I think? Can't remember. Anyway, yeah, I've heard about that, but thanks, that's more information that I didn't have. Good, thank you. Here you go.
There's a rumor that a huge army is camped to the east, massing to attack the NCR.
Yeah, everyone heard
Like
that, dude.
that'd ever happen. Who in the world could stand up to the NCR and win?
Lots of
That
people.
one was pretty good, right? How about another?
I've heard better, but here you go.
Saw a strange thing the other day. The King took that robo-dog of his over to the old Mormon fort.
Okay.
Weird thing was that the dog was flipping out and had to be restrained by a few of the King's men. Hope he doesn't get loose. What do you say? Want another tip?
That was interesting, yes.
Have you tried going to the Strip only to be stopped by those big metal murder machines?
Not yet.
Happens every day around here.
Uh-huh.
But if you know the right people, you can get through the gate without being a rich man.
Okay.
I got more where that came from. Want
Who are the
another?
right people? Oh, maybe he'll...
The chairman run a casino on the Strip called The Tops.
Okay.
It's a pretty classy place by all reports.
Isn't that...
I haven't been there myself, but I hear security there is kinda tight. I got more where that came from. Want another?
Name rings a bell. Can't remember where. Sure.
I probably don't have to tell you that Freeside's dangerous, but you might want to think twice about hiring one of those guards at the gates.
What guards at the
They're
gate?
not all saints, is all I'm saying.
Okay, fair
What do you
enough. But
say?
what guards at the
Want
gate?
another tip?
Yeah, I do.
The NCR used to run a prison to the southwest, but something happened a little while back.
Yeah.
Now all you'll get is hard looks if you ask about it.
Yeah, I know all
What do you
about it.
say?
Well, I
Want
know
another
enough
tip?
about it. I'm going to do something about it sometime in the near future. Just haven't. I want. I might. I got to finish my job.
East of Freeside, there's an old Air Force base, judging by the road signs. No one knows for sure what's in there, though, on account of anyone approaching the place getting violently blown up. Hey, listen, I'd love to sell you some more info, but you've tapped everything I've heard lately. Come back in a few days. I'll put my ear to the ground and hopefully have heard a few more things by then.
All right. Hello. Okay. Maybe I wasn't quick enough on the key. I'm not chasing them down. Are you kidding me? Mick and... Oh yeah, he said that one of those two, Mick, I think, maybe Ralph. I don't know. One of them is good with the keyboard. So let's go in and talk to them. Okay, and you are Ralph.
If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick.
Okay.
Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies.
Okay, I'd like to know more about
What do you
Freeside.
want to know?
Yeah, who is this king dude that
If you haven't
the
heard
guy
of the
outside
king,
told me about?
must have been living under a rock or something. The king has his boys all over Freeside. He controls the water pump and is essentially the go-to guy for what goes around here.
Okay, so how do I know this name? I know this name. What's up at the Atomic
Their
Wrangler?
joint is the only place in Freeside to get it all under one roof. They've got gambling, booze, chems, and whores.
Okay,
They're good folks, just don't cross them. They're known for tidying up loose ends with a bullet to the brain box.
then they're not good folks. I'm not supposed to know this name, but I'm going to ask
They're
anyway.
the local energy weapon dealers in Freeside. When it comes to lasers and plasma, they're the only game in town. And they keep it that way. Gloria's men are the best armed in Freeside and ruthless to boot. But her brother, Jean-Baptiste Cutting, puts them all to shame.
Okay, apparently I want to talk
Anything
about
else I can
something
help you
else.
with?
I actually would like to... Okay, what do you have
Take
in
a
stock,
gander.
dude? Let's see. I don't have much to sell. And he doesn't have much to sell either, apparently. I will take your duct tape and your electronics and your scrap metal. That says it's a quest. I'll take it. Okay, do I have anything to sell to you? I don't think so. I pretty much emptied out my inventory. Didn't really plan on buying anything when I came in. Yeah, no. Alright, fine. 83 caps for you, dude. You're rich.
Another satisfied customer.
Okay, do you offer other services?
I only offer services if the king gives the okay. Impress him and we can talk.
Really? Why would I ask who is the king again? A resourceful fellow like yourself must have something on the side.
Alright. Yeah, I've got a little side business going.
Okay.
What I'm about to share with you does not leave this room, eh?
Okay.
Over the years, I've gradually perfected my craft to the point of perfection. No one can distinguish between my work and the real thing. What I'm referring to is passports. If you've got the caps, I can whip up a strip passport which will fool even the most well-trained eye.
Ah, okay.
Hey, if you're interested and have the caps, they go for 500. Any less, and it ain't worth the risk of getting caught. What do you say? You game?
Maybe later.
No problem. If you need one later, just stop in.
Thank you. Alright, goodbye.
Thanks for stopping in.
You're welcome. Okay. There was another guy back here. It said Mick and Ralph, so this must be Mick. So Ralph is the guy that knows his computers. Alright, that's good to know. Oh, they got a workbench. Hello.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph's. If you need guns, I'm your man.
Thanks,
For
Mick.
general supplies and other services, see my partner Ralph.
Yeah, I already talked to him, dude. How's business?
Things were better when the Omertas were buying, but we get by. Good selection from traders, and the Van Graffs keep things running.
Okay. What's up with the Omertas?
That's the thing. I have no idea. They just
Who
stopped
are the
buying
Omertas?
guns all of a sudden. If you
Okay.
hear anything, let me know.
Once I figure out who
Anything
they are,
else I can help you with?
Can you repair some
Sure.
things for me?
Let's see what you've got.
Yes, let's see. Nothing that you can repair. Done. Okay. I don't have any... Do you have any special items
Why?
for sale?
Do you work for one of the casinos?
God, no.
In that case,
Why
yes,
is
I
that a
do.
speech check?
Follow me.
What's the likelihood... What's the likelihood of anyone coming here that's working for one of the casinos? Come on, let's go.
Welcome back. Like I always say, a polite society is an armed society.
I'm not even gonna talk to you about that, dude. Stop saying that is all I can say. Little devil. Ooh. Oh, 12.7. Oh, hello, little devil. Oh my. You're expensive. You are. Another gun I want. I don't think I'm buying anything in here. I'm just looking right now, unless he has something I really want. Holy frick, DT at 30! Oh, that's just going to be butt ugly, isn't it? But that's some armor. That's actually better, I think, than reinforced. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, the only one I considered buying would be the Charmer. I don't think the rest of them are, you know. Now, this, which one is it? This one looks good. This is a good looking outfit. It's not. But I'm not paying that much money for a good looking outfit. It'd have to be one heck of a good looking outfit. Wanderer's leather armor. DR3. DT 9. Survival plus 10. Guns plus 5. It's not bad. Too expensive. I'm not doing that. That would be silly. Let's see. Do you have anything in the mod department? Apparently, one. Okay. Oh, he's got hammers. Take them. I'm gotta get around to the point where I can make some kits and stuff at some point in time, I'm sure. Take your Wonder Glue too, and I'll obviously take your wrenches. You can keep. Oh, take your scrap metal too. I can afford that. Not without too much problem. All right. And like I said, I have nothing to sell. Just accept it and move on. All right. Hi, Eddie. All right. No. We don't need to walk until we get back outside. There we are.
Hello.
Hello.
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need.
What are you selling?
Have a look, baby.
Don't call me baby. Okay, buff out. Dixon's Jet. AP plus 10. Fixer. Fixer? I'll buy your Fixer. Jet AP plus 15. Dixon's Swissy. Intelligence minus 2. Strength plus 1. So it's missing the charisma. And he's charging the same amount as he would for regular whiskey? Are you kidding me? Anyway, fine.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Hey.
Hey. Hey, kids. Da-da-da.
Reach for the sky, mister.
What is that? Can I buy that from you?
This is the best gun in the whole galaxy. I paid 1,000,000 caps for it, and it wasn't even brand new.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, if you can get me most of it, I could give you a loan for the rest.
No.
See you later, alligator.
I'll wait until I can get my barter up a bit, thanks. Paying 1,000 caps. Come on. Where are you?
I've got you now. Watch out!
Did you see that?
Did I see what? Oh, let's reload that. That's right. I'm being cool. You can put your fist down there. It's all over. At least for now. Okay.
Hello there.
Who said that? Oh, you did. Oh, you're talking to Willow. I shouldn't. I'm sorry, Eddie. That was very rude. She may have been talking to you. I have my doubts. But, yeah, that was very rude of me, Eddie. I'm very sorry to have made that assumption that she was talking to Willow and not you. Although, as I say, I think my assumption was probably correct.
Like once said, ain't that a kick in the head?
You're a pretty good singer. Keep on going. Okay, what's this? What's that flag mean? Okay, let's go find out. We don't have to be that cool coming through here. We can slow down again when we get into the place where there's no one out here to worry about, really. Oh, okay. Oh, that's another gate. Yes, it is.
Hey, forget about paying those dolts to be safe around here. You need to take matters into your own hands with some of my quality pre-owned weapons and equipment.
Oh, wow. Okay. Is Freeside really that dangerous? Yeah, I don't... Okay, well, competition must be fierce with Mick and Ralph's nearby.
Ralph, huh? Is that what you do once you smell him? They ain't even on my radar.
Okay, then let's see what
Good
they have for
choice,
sale.
stranger.
Uh-huh. I have a funny feeling that you probably have crap. Uh-huh. Yeah, you have crap. Just a whole lot of crap. Yeah. Bye. See ya.
Later.
They're not on your radar because you're not in their class. Oh my god. He is dirty. Hi.
You want to travel through Freeside with ease? You hire a king. We're everywhere. And no one messes with us. Your safety is practically guaranteed for just 100 caps.
Well, let's see what happens. Sounds good to me.
Great. As long as you're in Freeside, I'll be hanging out by side. It'll be a blast. But I'm only sticking around as long as you're in Freeside. You leave, and you'll find me gone as well. So where to?
Okay.
Hello.
Interesting. Where to? Where to? Where to indeed? What is back here? What is back here? Okay, nothing that we need to see. You don't need to see that. No, you don't, Willow. Come out of there. I know you've seen some stuff traveling with me, but you don't need to see stuff again. Oh, the Mormon fort. This is where the guy said the apocalypse people are. Yes. Okay.
Hi, my name's Willow. What do you do around here?
I'm really very boring. You'd get better stories out of a Freeside junkie.
I'm sure that's not true. But maybe you'll feel more like talking if we meet again.
Okay. Hello.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
You need medical supplies?
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
Considering what I just saw selling food, that's not a surprise, because, I mean, he was dirty. And if his face was that dirty, I guarantee you his hands were just as dirty, if not dirtier. Holy good golly. What do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials.
Okay.
I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
Okay.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in.
Okay. Yeah, it really does. I mean, you know, I can bring in a fair amount of stuff, but you need a real timeline supply line going. You can't count on me.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
Okay. Which merchants?
You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out.
Yeah, they sell chems and stuff.
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, okay.
Great. What do you have?
I don't know. Fixer.
How much do you have to donate?
I have no idea. 3?
Thanks. Anything else?
Med-X.
How much do you have to donate?
Well, you can have all the
Thanks.
Med-X you want.
Anything else?
More Med-X,
How
apparently.
much do you have to donate?
3 again.
Thanks. Anything else?
More Med-X, apparently.
How much do you have to donate?
3.
Thanks. Anything else?
More Med-X.
How much do you have to donate?
2.
Thanks. Anything else?
Right away.
How much do you have to donate?
Now, we're going to be a little careful with the right away. We'll give you 3.
Thanks. Anything else?
No, that's all for now.
Good to hear. Oh, by the way, I got a shipment of magazines from home I'd be willing to sell if you're interested.
Sure.
Take a look.
What do you have? Okay, she's got Rad-X and Radaway for sale. Let's take it now. Okay, she's fixing things I could use. Meeting people might be useful. That almost certainly will be useful for when I go on a selling spree. Do I? No. I don't want to sell any of that stuff. I need to, yeah, okay. We'll take all of that. That's fine, okay. Oh, you have implants. Oh! You're killing me. You're just killing me. Alright. We're gonna call that fine. Things seem pretty
More
rough
than
around
rough.
here.
It's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide.
Okay, anything I can do to help, I suppose?
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions.
Okay.
We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up.
Yeah, okay, whoa. Okay, what, just boom, boom, boom. Holy Hannah. You said something about helping
Yes,
addicts.
old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own.
Okay, tell me about this Bill Ronte fella.
Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problem we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up.
Uh-huh. What about this Jacob?
The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist.
Okay. So he broke the cardinal rule. Okay, where should I start looking? Ow.
In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside.
Let's talk
What do you
about
want to
something
talk
else. If I wanted to calm things down in Freeside, where would I start? Okay.
The
well,
big man
ask the
around
question.
here is the king.
Yeah,
Not
I've
much
heard.
happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water.
I see.
Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail.
Okay. No, alright. Goodbye. Light. Nice. Where is it? Right away. I've got 22.
Great to see you again.
Thanks. I have some more
Good to
medical-
hear. What do you have to donate? How much do you have to donate?
I'll give you 3 more.
Thanks. Anything else?
And I'll give you
How much
one
do you have to donate?
more time. 3 more.
Thanks. Anything else?
That puts me down to 16.
How much do you have to donate? Thanks. Anything else?
That's it.
Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside.
That's nice. Alright. Goodbye.
Hello.
Okay. Who were you talking to? Now, I saw, you're a guard, and you're...
Howdy.
Beatrix.
Howdy.
Howdy. Who are you, Beatrix?
I've been around a while. Currently working for the followers as a gun for hire. But it's getting rather dull.
Oh?
Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred. And the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, why are you still here?
I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day.
They won't let
They're
you?
worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door.
It helps enough people that it's worth it, because it helps at least one. That's all you need, dude. So you've seen a lot, I
I've
bet.
been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore.
Sounds like you're a bit of a dom there, Beatrix.
Who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while?
I suppose.
What do you have in mind?
Got any advice?
Longing makes the heart grow fonder. But I've always been a fan of hog-tying my lovers to make sure they can't escape.
Okay. Any real advice?
The only thing I know for certain is that I don't know nothing.
You just told me you know everything, huh? Okay. Got any other advice?
Feed a man for free, and he'll be back asking for more.
Probably.
Feed a man a bullet, you won't hear from him again.
Pretty dark, Beatrix.
Good? Bad? The guy with the gun makes the rules.
Dark, but yeah. Alright. Any other advice?
Good?
Alright. I have some questions. Oh, okay. Ah! Yes, tell me about these Van Graff people.
Couple of rad scorpions, those two. Gloria is the stable one. but she'd slit your throat if there's a profit in it. Or rather, she'd tell her brother to do it for her. John Baptiste is one of the sicker humans I've had the displeasure of observing.
Okay. What about the Kings?
What about him? Pretty much the sort of gang you'd find anywhere else, just with better clothes. The king himself, though, he's got that something special you can't put a finger on. Too bad he likes girls with skin.
Do you know that for sure? Did you ask? What do you think of the NCR?
I reckon they
You've
care
been
about
around a
getting
while.
water and electricity from the dam, and that's where it ends. The locals here are just an inconvenience to them, something to step over or stomp down. They're here for the resources, plain and simple.
Yeah, I would bet you're right about that. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure of it. So what do you think of these people?
I don't know how they do it. They're like saints, those followers. If they didn't charge for their services, I'd think they was crazy. But nah, they're just naive. Warms their heart.
Yes, this is coming from someone who's been around for a while. Okay. What's your opinion of Mr.
Before
House?
or after the human race shot itself in the foot? I've been around long enough to have both.
Oh, you're a
opinions seen.
pre-war ghoul, too.
Before
okay.
the war, Mr. House was a famous captain of industry. Robotics, to be specific. Seemed charming in interviews, until he became a recluse. Since the war, though, didn't make a peep for near 200 years. But when he came back strong and killed a lot of people.
Yeah, okay. Tell me about Freeside.
What starts in misery tends to stay there. Freeside wasn't Freeside until 6 or 7 years ago. That's when Mr. House's robots rolled out of the Lucky 38 and started pushing everyone who wouldn't join him off the strip. Lots of folks died. Some scattered to the winds. The rest wound up in Freeside and seemed never to lose the habit of living like refugees.
Okay, alright, thank you.
What did you want to know?
Font of information. Goodbye.
Till next time.
Yeah, I'll talk to you again, I think. Julie.
Great to see you again.
Thank you.
What did
Okay, what's going on with this
Bill
water
Ronte
pipe thing
installed
you
that pump a few
you
years ago,
talked
back
about?
when he was sober. It was a major improvement for the community.
Okay.
But lately, the Kings have started charging locals to use it, and NCR squatters twice as much. That'll come to no good.
Yeah, no shit. Okay. Tell me about these Kings.
They've been Freeside's gang for the past 5 years or so. Ever since Mr. House and his 3 families pushed everyone else out of Vegas.
Finish pushing
They've done a
everyone
lot
else
of good
out
for
of
the
Vegas,
community.
apparently.
But that seems to be
Took a
changing.
couple years.
The flood of NCR squatters has been an affront to them. I guess that explains the situation with the water pump. Usually, the king wouldn't let his crew bully folks around like that.
Are you sure the king knows about it? Tell me about Mick and Ralph.
I know they sell a lot of guns, as what Freeside needs. I hear Mick handles the guns. No idea what Ralph does.
Why don't you go and talk to them and find out? I'm sure you could spare the, half an hour or an hour to go there and find out. Tell me about these Van Graffs that you talked about earlier.
Oh, them. They sell energy weapons, which are very popular with better-heeled prospectors looking to explore the wastes. Stay clear of them. Brother and sister are both psychopaths, though at least Gloria is rational. Jean-Baptiste likes killing.
That's what the other guy was talking about. Okay, so he's a psychopath. What about the Atomic Wrangler?
A den of iniquity. The Garretts do more than their share to keep the locals drunk or high enough to stay lazy. Their thugs, on the other hand,
Really?
they keep wired on chems to stay dangerous. What is it with Freeside and brother-sister psychopath teams?
Alright, let's talk about something
What did you
else.
want to know?
I think that's probably it this time. What is this
The
place?
Old Mormon Fort serves as the regional hub for the followers of the Apocalypse. I am the administrator for this region.
Okay. And so what do you do here exactly?
The followers of the Apocalypse aren't just interested in research. We care for our fellow man and do everything we can to help humanity.
Yeah, that's what
Here
the
in
other guy
Freeside,
said.
we provide food and medical services for those in need. We also have organized reconstruction efforts. With the help of Bill Ronte, we were able to install a water pump just west of here, but the Kings quickly took control of the pump.
Okay. So who are you guys
We
exactly?
arose from the boneyards of Edidum years ago. Since then, we have made it our mission to rebuild the wasteland and re-educate its inhabitants. We hope to forge a brave new world free of war and poverty by sharing knowledge and resources. Our primary goal is the free exchange of ideas.
Okay. Let's talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
I think that's it. Yes, do you sell medical? Of course they do. She just told me that. Okay. Okay. So, we've done our good deed for the day. We met some of the locals. We understand what that is now. Don't see anything else around here. I mean, that's obviously a gate. What's down here?
Hey.
Hey. That would be the water pump. What's this? It's another door. That's a gate, I think. Okay. What do we have back here? We have a... Why is there a lookout post here? Oh. I mean, it's well, other than a great big building right there, but of down this way, you got a good view and stuff, but why? Excuse me, Eddie. Who built that? That can't be pre-war. I mean, you look at the bus stop. I'm sure this is a bus stop. Yes, this is going to be a bus stop. And you look at, I mean, look at the difference. There's no way that's pre-war. Pre-war is brick and mortar and not seeing much wood. A lot of brick. Look at all the brick in New Vegas. Wow. Who would have thunk it? Okay, what do we have down here? Bakery.
Maybe we could go to the Wranglers sometime.
Oh, we will. We'll get everywhere there. I wouldn't worry about that too much. Okay. What do we got down here? We got a door. Cerulean Robotics, okay. Okay, and it's the only door? Wow. Okay. So we got door to Freeside that we haven't gone through because, well, we wanted to check this whole area out. Checked it out. What's in here? Requires key. Okay. Fine. Be like that. See if I care. I care. I'm just putting off the inevitable, aren't I? I gotta get into the strip. Okay. I explored most of the area. There's a couple areas I didn't go to yet, but that's okay. Is my bodyguard still with me? Huh, no, of course he's not. Okay, well, the Kings are easy enough to find.
Make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler.
Okay.
Where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly,
Personal
and the
space
women are
meaning
just like
anything
the
to you
booze.
guys?
Lasers,
Shut up.
plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it all at the Silver Rush.
Are you my
Come
guard?
to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
Okay, okay.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
Blocked off, blocked off. A lot of blocked off doors. You would think that those buildings wouldn't be, you know, I mean, if you're not going to knock them down and build new ones, shouldn't you, you know, at least make the ones that are here habitable? I mean, seriously. Hello.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first.
Why?
Those bots are programmed to vaporize anyone who enters the fenced-in area without authorization from the greeter.
Oh, thank you.
The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born.
Were you always called Old Ben? So we got Old Lady Gibson and Old Ben. What is it with that? What's your story, dude?
I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed.
Rest my ears for a minute. Well, I'm actually still a courier. I get shot in the head, but apparently I'm still a courier because, you know, I have to go and get the package and deliver it.
Exactly one of the reasons
Otherwise,
I got
I'm
out of that
responsible.
job. Too many shifty characters looking to have someone else move their hot items.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you said you were a butcher? How'd you get into being
My
a
father
butcher?
ran a butcher shop here
Oh,
in
that was
town,
your dad's,
but
okay.
business went downhill when another vendor started selling this strange meat at half our prices.
Yeah, that's odd.
You're telling me, not long after my father's shop went under and he passed away from the loss, people around town started experiencing shakes. No one gets shakes like that unless they're eating human flesh. But no one would believe me. The sick bastard gradually went insane and passed away. Wasn't long before someone moved into the guy's place and found half-buried human remains in the crawl space. I didn't bother saying told you
I
so.
would have. I would have not only said I told you so, but I would have cried. Crier, yeah, exactly. I would have cried that from the rooftops. I told you so, you silly. You guys got my father killed for nothing. Anyway. Okay, so as a butcher. That by the way, that is true. It's not always true. You don't always get the shakes, but there is a good solid portion. I looked it up. And a good solid portion of people, if you become cannibals, yeah, they will develop a disease that causes that shaking. Crier. Like, oye, all's well. 12 o'clock and all's well. Crier.
After a while, I made enough money to get a passport into Vegas. Back then, you could get approved for entry for a fraction of what it costs now. Well, I got a job working as a crier outside of the Tops, advertising for the local talent performing at the casino. That didn't last long.
What happened?
Well, being a suave young guy, I chatted up the ladies from time to time, and one of the manager's girls started to take a liking to me. I never touched the woman, but the jealous prick decided it was my time to go. He framed me by saying I'd stolen from the casino. Sure enough, a few grand was missing from the casino
Framed
vault.
you, did he?
I have to assume the bastard stole the funds and figured I was a convenient fall guy.
Dude. No. You showed up, and then he stole the money because he figured you were a convenient fall guy because he didn't like you. He didn't steal the money first. He waited until he decided he was going to frame you. Then he did it. Yeah, you were in the wrong time. You're wrong.
Shit
You're wrong.
indeed happens.
Yes,
I was
it
stripped
does.
of my casino apartment and all of my belongings and booted back into Freeside. From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So the escort job sort of fell into my lap. No pun intended.
Escort, obviously not like he said fell into his lap, so he's not an armed guard. I assume by escort he means, you know, dating, paid dating.
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. No, escort just sounds better than man-whore.
Well, so did what I said. But it was more descriptive. Oh.
Yep. I was damn good at my job, too. But after a while, I just felt like a
Who would
piece of
want
meat.
me?
I had to quit.
Okay. So then you became a gun for hire, I take it?
When I quit the escort job, I had enough money to buy a pistol belt and some other gear. Bodyguards make a good, honest living, and I had the wits and physical build to handle those thugs. After saving a few tourists from trouble, I got a reputation for being a stand-up guy again, and after a decade, managed to save up enough to retire.
Only took you a decade, huh? Okay.
All
Cool.
right.
Goodbye.
Till next time.
Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Where are you going? Seriously, dude?
Watch out!
Seriously. Not the brightest lad in the world. Okay. Come on.
Submit to a credit check, or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
I kind of thought I had enough money, but I wasn't sure whether it was 2,000 or 3,000. I'm glad it's only 2. You got fairly well blown apart, didn't you? You don't need that anymore. I might be able to use that at some point down the line. Alright. I do believe we are now finally on the strip. Indeed we are.
That's it. Keep moving.
What's that?
Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece.
Again?
haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
You are starting to irritate me. What? Same question.
Consider me your personal welcome wagon. Now hear this. The head honcho of New Vegas, Mr. House, is itching to make your acquaintance. Just head for the Lucky 38. It's the big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner.
Alright, yeah, that's probably. I might as well meet the guy I owe
That's
money.
the spirit.
That
He'll
I
be
owe the
waiting for you.
thing for, too. Okay. So, what do
Can I
we
have word from your
have?
commanding officer after this?
Why do they call it a monorail? It's a train.
Gamora.
A train.
Throw you all in a cell and let you sweat it off.
Come
Look
on,
alive,
come on.
guys. You're on NCR time.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I swear, the monorail was just ahead.
So fucked up I
Oh
can't
my
feel my
goodness.
legs.
Yeah, they're having a day. Hi.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on.
Alright. Thank you.
I see you brought a friend. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside.
Alright, whatever.
Come back soon now.
You said a friend. Do you not? Who's... I assume that means that they don't recognize Willow? Yes, indeed it does. Alright. There's 2 of them. Are you kidding me? I need to talk to you again, I guess.
Where to, partner?
Well, I guess we're going to the penthouse.
Penthouse floor.
He followed me. Hi.
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
I know, but, you know, who are you?
I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
I have my doubts. What Snow Globe collection? Okay, what's with the Snow
Not
Globe
many
collection?
people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes.
Is he
if
really
you happen
now?
to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it.
Okay, I'll do that. Here.
You do? Why, that's just wonderful.
Nice.
I'll take it and put it with the rest of the collection.
Okay, I'll definitely be looking through here for another one of those. If you're going to give me 2,000 caps for them, what can you tell me about New Vegas?
Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the 3 families, the casinos, the other attractions.
What other
What would you like
attractions?
to know?
Tell me about the 3
They're
families.
just new money, sugar. They might pretend they're sophisticated, but between you and me, they're not far off from tribals. Emeritus especially are just awful brutes. The chairman and the White Glove Society at least pretend to have some culture.
Okay. What about the casinos?
Well, of course, there used to be a lot more of them. But these days, there are 3 open to the public. The Tops, the Ultra Lukes, and Gamora.
Lukes.
And the Lucky 38, of course. But we're not open to the public. You're a special case, sugar.
Don't call me sugar. What other attractions are there then?
Well, let's see. The NCR has an embassy here, but why you'd want to go talk to a bunch of boring old politicians, I surely don't know.
Yeah, neither do I.
And the Vault 21 Hotel and Gift Shop has an adorable collection of old Vault-Tec memorabilia.
Okay.
And I suppose if you like neon signs, you might check out Michelangelo's sign shop.
Neon signs? Okay, let's talk about something
Anything
else.
you like, sugar.
This is going to be scary, isn't it? Tell me about Mr. House.
Why, sugar? He's the maximum utmost.
Oh my
If it
God.
weren't for Mr. House, we wouldn't have this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we?
I have no idea. Sounds like you're pretty fond of him. Alright.
Well, of course I am, silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man there ever was. Why, did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those nasty tribes that used to live here? Well, he single-handedly sent in his Securitrons to do it, but that counts in my book.
I suppose so. Okay.
Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside, but on the inside, my neurocomputational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl.
So you're a copy of a dead woman. So you were, what, a famous actress or model or something?
Mr. House has a lot of needs, sugar. I take care of all of them, and a lady doesn't kiss and tell.
Okay. Let's talk about something
Anything you like, sugar?
I guess I did push that, didn't I? That I was getting a little personal there. Okay, you said this place was the Lucky 38.
This
What
is the Lucky
exactly
38
is
Resort
this?
and Casino, or it used to be. Mr. House has kept the place locked up tight for ages now. Nobody comes in or out.
Except me. Yes, I got that. So you're the same type of robot as
Why,
Victor?
I'm a Robco PDQ-88B Mark I Securitron, you silly goose. We're the finest in personal civil robotic security on the market.
What market? Goodbye. Alright. 2,000 caps. Nice. I can use 2,000 caps.
Have a nice day.
This is gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, it is. It's actually really quite clean, isn't it? I'm impressed. Hello?
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well.
I
have to
have
ask,
no idea what you're
now
talking
that you've
about.
reached your destination, what do you make of what you see?
Not much. Never seen any of the city road. What's not to love? I prefer the wasteland. What the hell are you? Can we get down to business? I suppose that's about as diplomatic as I'm
Of
going
course
to
you
get
haven't.
without saying
Vegas always was one of a kind.
Place is
What
a
you
piece
see
of
down
shit.
on the strip is just a fraction of the city's former glory, and yet more than an echo. I preserved its spirit. Or perhaps you were referring to the Lucky
dude.
38? The years
No.
haven't been kind to her, but still she
Actually,
manages
Lucky
to
38
impress.
was the one thing I'm not going to be sarcastic about. It's not bad here. The VIP treatment. I'm just a... Yeah, dude, don't get me involved. I'm just a courier.
Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it.
Seriously, dude, no, I haven't. Let's just get down
The
to
business
business.
is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me.
Yes.
And I want it recovered.
I figured as much.
Simple enough.
So... Yeah, what do you propose?
My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When
Okay.
you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
That's 1,000 caps. Yeah.
Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss?
No.
Until
no.
then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, what? What? Okay. All she had to say was wow. I'm going to take a look around here. Yes, I am. What do we have? They're all empties. Who's been drinking whiskey here? They said it's been closed. And you're not going to convince me that House is actually still alive in, let's say, fully human form. Nothing. Okay. Oh, sorry. Didn't know you'd be standing right there. There's a bed. I can sleep in that bed. Okay. So there's not much of anything up. Oh. No. Nothing. Okay, so there's nothing up here to speak of. At least nothing that's out in, let's say, plain sight. We don't want to be too intrusive. Hello.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to comp you to the High Roller Suite.
Oh, that's
You
nice.
can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together. Just bear in
What
mind,
gang?
you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy.
Okay. Well, a presidential suite. Okay, let's go check it out. See what he's given me.
High
Plenty
roller
fancy. Okay. Well, she seems to be making herself at home right away. So we got a big office and bedroom mix. None of the computers work though. There's a TV that would be, well, now pointless. Okay. What's this? Oh, bathroom.
Hey, does that robot cook for us?
I don't know. I don't think so. I would be very surprised if he did. Okay. Well, it's big.
It's kind of dreary up here.
Yeah. I mean, it's big, but yeah. Big isn't everything. No, it's not. Another magazine. Okay. Oh, no, there's more. Oh, well, there you are. Pool table. you can't beat that. Scotch. We'll take that. We can sell that. Another chessboard. Checkerboard, if you will. Binoculars. Probably only good for selling, but okay. So we could have a game of pool. Well, some of a game. You'd have to play a different game than 8-ball apparently, because I don't see all of the balls. But you know, we can figure it out. Yes, we can. Oh, was that a pencil? Yes, it was. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Okay. What's in here? Oh, we'll take that. And that. Why not? Okay. Huh. Not bad.
Where to, partner?
The cocktail lounge, I think. I need to look around for a snow globe. Well, that's what I was looking in there for, actually, to tell you the truth. Okay, let's start out wide and move in. Just... more magazines. Nice.
It's too bad the suite doesn't look like this, huh?
Yeah, why? This looks like a restaurant to me. Nothing fancy. Unless it spins or something. Which, you know, would be interesting. I don't know if I've gone around the whole... Oh, apparently not. Briefcase. Locked hard. Okay, I'll come back for that. Hopefully the thingy isn't in there. Alright, yeah, okay. Alright. Anything down here? Snow globe, snow globe, snow globe. Snow globe. 2,000 caps is a good chunk of caps. Snow globe. I'm not seeing anything. Any snow globe, that is. Okay. Some empty bottles. Ah ha ha ha! Hi. Yes, I know. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Where am I going? Penthouse, I guess. Hi.
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House.
That's nice. I've got snow globe.
You do?
Yes,
Why,
I do.
that's just wonderful. I'll take it and put it with the rest of the collection.
Cool. Not that I care about that. I care about the 2,000 caps. Thank you. Hi.
Where to, partner?
Casino, I guess. It's the only place left. That would be the first floor. Okay. What do we have down here? Let's take our time and go through this place. Okay. None of the computers work. None of computers work? Get cigarettes and more money. What's that? Nothing. Okay. Well, nothing I can take anyway. Well, I don't see why he shouldn't finance me. Since I really would prefer not to be doing this. Let's see how much we can find in here. Empty, empty, empty. All the gun cabinets are empty? That's a shame. Yeah, every one of them empty. That sucks. Take the Nuka-Cola. Oh, we have some safes. Okay. I'm going to be overloaded. Oh, yes, I am. Okay. I'm already overloaded. None of the computers work. You would think the guy would have... I mean, he's a computer guy. You would think that he would have his computers working. Robco Industries, hello. Robotics, computers are pretty closely related. Oh, hello. Nice. I'm making out like a bandit here. I am. I'm actually kind of being a bandit, aren't I? Pretty much snatching up everything I see. Oh. Empty, empty. Alright. Seriously, why do none of the computers in this place work? This can be used for repair. No. I don't know why I even bothered looking at the computer. Wasting my time. Okay. I'm getting some good loot though. Let's see what else we have. Apparently what's his is mine. I'm not stealing. Anything new? What do we have here? Chips. You can't take the chips for some reason. You can take the money. Let's stop walking on the chairs. Please and thank you. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything on the tables up here. Do we actually have a computer that works? We do. It's locked hard though. Okay. I know I can't open a locked hard computer. Alright, so... Down we go. Let's see what else we have here. We have some... craps tables. I'd be willing to bet I can't go here. Oh, I can. Inaccessible. Wasting my time. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Okay. Okay. So these are all slot machines. Doesn't look like there's gonna be much of anything here. And I can't run, so it doesn't matter. Suppose I could give some stuff to her, but then I'd have to take it back. So we'll just hold off on that. not gonna let me jump over that, are you? Yeah, no. There's an invisible wall there for some reason. I don't understand it. I don't know. I don't. Why? Why won't you let me jump over that railing? Would it be that much of an insult? I'm not seeing anything there. Americans, so segregated all the time. There's this level, there's the upper level, there's the lowest level. Anyway, that's okay. You know, for a country that doesn't believe in class, they sure separate people a lot by class. Among other things, but class is a big one. Can I jump this? Yes, I can. Nice. Okay. Doesn't seem to be much on the tables. Which I guess makes sense. Because there's no skeleton. Of course, he might have actually gotten up the energy to get his Securitrons to clear out the bodies. Maybe. No. Vodka. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, so the dark ones are not empty. And the light ones are. Okay. That's scotch. Oh, nice. More Nuka-Cola. Whiskey. Don't care about beer. Really don't. Vodka we'll take. Vodka is worth taking. Yes, we will. Not bad. Nice little hall in here. What? So why did they have this corner blocked off? I mean, that makes no sense. You're restricting people's movement in a place where you want people to be able to move as freely as possible to get from one gambling place to another so that, you know, they can give you their money. Is there anything up here worth looking at or taking? Probably not. Yeah, alright. I think that's it. This just leads up to the elevator. Oh, it's not bad. Excuse me, Victor. Victor 2, I guess. Victor 1 is still outside as far as I know. Okay. You're still with me. Good. Wait a minute.
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
The ambassador, huh? Think maybe we should go talk to him?
No. No, I don't. Okay, why is this so big out here, but there's only one? Never mind. Hello, Victor 1. Okay.
This place looks exactly like I imagined it would. Drunks, lights, hookers. It's perfect.
Okay, well, you know what we're not gonna do? We're not gonna go into Lucky 38 overload it like this. We've got some stuff we can trade, and
No violence is permitted on the strip.
we can get a couple of implants, maybe? Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. A lot. Not much light, but better than nothing. Just making sure my gun was loaded. Yeah, I'm not going there this time of day. Are you kidding me? They're in full party swing mode. That I don't need. Yeah. Oh. I've been attacked once. Only once. What do you think of them apples? I wonder if Mick and Ralph stays open all night. I bet they do. Of course, how many caps do I have now? 7,700. They don't have many caps on hand though, which makes them kind of useless. Okay, we'll go see what we can do with the gun runners. Yeah. Pretty night out. You know, for a place with as many lights as this place has, it's still really quite dark. This should be much better lit out in this area. It really should. Those windows would give off a tremendous amount of light. That sign would give off a tremendous... This really should be brighter. Those lights are not doing the job they should be doing. I mean, you got neon sign, and yeah, it's not the light they yeah. There's another boarded up house, or whatever.
Make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper.
Everything's boarded up.
And the women are just like the booze.
Yeah, let's go see the gun runners, the Vendatron, see if I can't ditch a bunch of this stuff that I just picked up.
It can be bought. It can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Especially the cigarettes.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Okay. Now, if you want a little hint coming out of character, if this guy disappears, if he goes into there, that means there's a thug around or something like that somewhere. Eddie. Where did I leave Eddie?
Hi. How are you today?
I left Eddie. Oh, for crying out loud. Now that's just ridiculous.
No, I won't trade with you. Gotcha.
You can't take enough to help me out that much, really. I'll give you what I can. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Thank you. Yeah, I figured that already. I forgot Eddie. Can you believe I forgot Eddie? Oh, of course you can. Oh, poor Eddie. That's twice now I've forgotten him. Of course, the first time I forgot both of them, so, you know. It's not like I'm singling you out, Eddie.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's. We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell.
You know
people.
what I have
Only
not
at Mick
seen
and
yet
Ralph's.
is Cat Eye. If there's no cat, I'm gonna have to go get a mod for that, aren't I? Yeah, I am. All right, I'll have to try to remember that.
Once said, "Ain't that a kick in the head?"
Mm-hmm. Oh, so annoying that I forgot Eddie. I'm not leaving him behind. Ow. Don't do that. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, if the thugs come at me now, I'm just going to use VATS. No sense in my putting a finger on the arrow key. Oh, I can't believe I forgot Eddie again. That's twice. Once, both of them, like I said. So it's not like I'm singling you out, Eddie. But yeah, memory like a sieve. Of course, I was shot in the head, so give me a break. You know, fair enough. I have a memory lapse now and then. I was shot in the head. What do you expect? It's not like I went through an extensive rehab session with psychiatric people in the hospital and what do you call it? The brain surgeon. What's the medical term? But anyway, the doc's good, but he's not a brain surgeon. Yeah, so it took me almost 3 hours of in-game time to walk from the gate to where I stopped and back to the gate. Absolutely ridiculous. Hello.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
You're welcome. Thank you for not telling me to move along. It bugs me to no end. Well, dude, it was nothing to lose your head over. Quite literally. Alright. Just alright, that's as far as we needed to come, which is nice. Where's Eddie? Eddie, come here, dude. For now. As I said, we'll take them back later. Okay. I can now move at pace. Let's go. What are you doing? Okay. Whatever. Alright. I'm feeling much better now that I'm moving at pace. Especially coming through here in the dark. Yeah, I definitely have to get some cat eye. I don't know who did that mod though.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's. We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Yeah, that's nice. Alright. Well, like I said, Mick and Ralph don't have much on as far as caps on hand goes. I don't know that he does either. I think I might have taken all his caps. Four. Thank you. Do you have any money?
Welcome, sir or madam. I am ready.
All right.
Come.
No. No. Yep. Oh. Shoot. Yeah. I'm gonna put that on. Oh yeah, you got some stuff too, don't you?
Trade? Ha! You want to give me something heavy to carry, don't you?
Oh, I'm gonna take those. That's it. There's a bunch of junk in there. I'm gonna take the hammer too. And I think these are mine anyway. I think I gave these to her. Is that everything? That's gotta be for her gun. Oh, excuse me, please. Ooh, hiccups. Alright. Put away the stuff we're not willing to sell and see what else we have in here we are willing to sell. Alright. Oh, this is me. Okay, I don't want you. I'm not going to sell you. I'm going to keep you. Believe it or not. Strangely enough. Not selling that, or that, or that, or that, or those. Or that, or that, or that. Not selling the scotch. Not selling the whiskey. Okay. Not selling the duct tape. Not selling the hammers. Or the scrappy electronics. Or the scrap metal. Or the wonder glue. Or the wrenches. Okay. And that's my ammo, which doesn't weigh anything, so I don't care. I don't think there's anything in here that I want to repair the cell. I don't have the repair skill yet to make the stuff to do it. Yeah. Let's see here. Just in case. Won't be selling. Oh yeah, I can sell the stuff, boys, can I? Because I have that implant. Okay. I'm not selling that. I'm taking it out to. Okay. Oh, no. I forgot. Merc. Charmer. Reinforced. There we are. Alright. And I've got mentats too. Good. We'll be taking those. Yes, we will. Okay, so for apparel, we're going to want to just this wig and this. Okay. Jeez. And we'll wait until we get right in front of the window to take the aid. I don't have that much extra weight, but maybe I can sell enough to get 2 implants and surgery. That would be nice. I will take 1 implant and surgery, but I'd like 2.
Welcome, sir or madam.
Show me what
I
you
am
have
ready
for
to
sale.
process our transaction.
I'm sure you are, but you are now going to have to wait for a minute because I now have to.
Come back and see us again soon.
Yeah, I forgot to take to read my magazine at you, and to take my mentat. Salesman Weekly. Alright, what does that do to my 55? Nice. Hi.
Welcome, sir or madam.
Yeah. Show me what you have for sale, you nutcase. Alright, so not selling any of that. Not selling any of that yet. You can have at least 6 of those. You can have that and that, and not those, and not those. You can have those, and that. That's for her. You can have true police stories. Does me no good. You can have all those cigarettes, and all those cigarettes, and that, and that, and that. And that. I'll keep the pre-war money for now. Okay, and that's about it. Unless they want to sell you some. Yeah, I can pick up missiles later. I mean, really, I don't need those. Really don't. You can have the BBs as well. Those are useless. And I might as well get rid of those because I can't do anything with them. Alright. Thank you. That should be enough. Goodbye.
Come back and see us again soon.
Uh-huh. 62%, yeah, that's better. I was going to say, how am I still 122% overweight? 122%. Oh. Eddie? Excuse me. Oh, you're a pain in the ass sometimes. I love you, bud, but pain in the ass. Okay, we're not getting rid of any of that. We will get rid of you. Let's remember to put our clothes on before we go out of the van. I'm going to drink you. I'm not going to drink you. I'll put you back. You stay with me. Yeah. Alright. Bounty hunter. Nice. Alright. Let's go see the people at the clinic. I know it's late night or early morning, depending on how you think about it. But I want to look into getting these. Oh, okay. Okay. Well done. A lot of people don't survive fights with the fiends, so well done. It's almost daylight. Sun's coming up. 'Tis it is. Hello. Let me guess. Sleeping. Yup. Sorry.
Welcome to the New Vegas Medical Clinic.
Well,
I'm
you
a
were
fully qualified
happy.
physician and can fix whatever is wrong with you for a reasonable fee. If you've got the caps, I've also got several implants available to enhance your physical attributes.
Okay, yes.
I have several basic implants available that can enhance your physical abilities, make you faster, smarter, stronger, that sort of thing. I've also got two much more expensive implants. One's a subdermal implant that will make you more resistant to damage. The other implant induces a mild regenerative effect. Your wounds will practically heal before your eyes.
Okay. Okay, just a second. I need to check my stats.
Take care.
Thank you. So you're going to go back to sleep, aren't you? Oh no, apparel first. Let's take everything off. I want to know exactly. That would be because of drugs. No, it won't. Why am I still plussing? I'm wearing nothing. Mentats. +2 perception. Okay, just let's take care of that right away. There we are. Now we can look. No, special is what I want. Okay, so I want endurance for sure, and perception, intelligence, endurance, and intelligence. I think is what I want. Yes, indeed. All right. Please don't go to sleep again.
You're back.
I want to buy an implant.
Which surgery option are you considering?
Endurance.
The nociception regulator modifies your cardiovascular system,
Okay, so
and
that
you won't
goes in the
tire as
chest.
quickly. The price is 4,000 caps, same as most other implants.
Okay, here's the caps.
Very well.
Thank you. And I want
Which
to buy
surgery option are you considering?
another implant. Intelligence, please.
For 4,000 caps, I can install a logic coprocessor.
Okay, here's the caps.
Very well.
I assume they go into the head. All right. I'd like you to
Very
perform
well.
cybernetic surgery, please. All right, head. Logic coprocessor. Yes, please. AR implant scanner. That's this. This is designed to perfect communication combat. Ooh, it assistant value to do an analyze. Okay, let's install that. We don't really need to worry about our. Thank you. We'll install you. Okay. Anything for the arms? No. Anything for the legs? No. Not yet. Alright. So we've got 2 there, 2 there. Prices, I can do that. I'm going to be poor again. She just walked right through me. Scanner gives you the ability to analyze potential enemies over long distance, help deciding if and how they should be approached. To scan something aimed at assuming or using iron sights. If it's a valid target, press E to start the scanning process. E. Okay. I don't know how useful that's going to be, but for now.
You're back. Do you...
What do you have for sale?
Because you're...
I'll take you right away. Okay. And I don't think I have anything I'm willing to sell to you. Oh, you can have a couple of buff out. You can have a few jet. Only 3 though. You can have half my psycho for a joke. You can have half my rebound. You can have a little less than half of my steady. You can have 2 of my turbo. Alright, I guess that's it. Made some caps. Nice. I'm not wounded. Goodbye.
Take care.
Thank you. Alright. So that means that now our intelligence is at 8. Okay, let's put on some clothing. Okay. I don't know why I did that, but stats. Luck is now at 9. Intelligence, okay. So my skills are all plussed again? Yes, they are. Barter's at 33. What is my speech at? 47 now. We dropped down a bit because we took out that thingy. Yes, we did. That's okay. I can live with that. we can go down and look here, see if there was actually another fiend or not. I don't think so. One guy against two fiends, he would almost certainly have died. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Oh, no, wrong 3.
This place is a dump.
Yeah. No doubt about that, dude. No doubt about that.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Okay, thanks, kid. Yeah, my protection didn't stick around long, did he? I mean, we came here, but this is still Freeside. I thought someone was kicking something, kicking a barrel. So why he didn't travel with me into here, I don't know, but... Oh well. So be it. Such is life. And so on, and whatnot, and so forth.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
Thank you for not telling me to move along. Okay. Who are you?
Hey there, friend. A bit of advice. You look like you could use some protection. Lucky for you, I got what you need. My stock and trade? All kinds of easy-to-hide weapons for slipping into and out of casinos. They won't give you a second glance.
Okay, let's see what
Take a
you
look
have
at these
for sale.
beauties.
That's nice, but no thanks. Okay.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night, some girl was pounding on my door all night. Finally, I had to let her out. What? People say it's hard to... Hey, come on, pal. I'm trying to put on a show here. You're welcome.
Yeah, but you're putting on a bad show.
All right, then make it snappy,
Seriously,
kid.
that's
This isn't
a
exactly a
terrible
lucrative
joke.
career enterprise here.
No joke. That's because you... No joke. That's because your jokes are terrible. How long have you
If
been
you
doing
believe my mother
comedy?
since she first laid eyes on me. First thing she said was, boy, that's a funny-looking kid. I guess I got a face only a mother could love, because no one else would give me the time of day. Hey, maybe you can help me. See, I can never tell when it's lunchtime.
So you're looking for a big
Break's
break.
better than a shot. Less chance of lead poisoning. Hey, if you know any gigs hiring, I'll work cheap. Real cheap. I'll take peanuts. I'll take the shells.
Okay, who are you?
The name's Knight. Billy Knight. And this here's what a lifelong career in comedy will get you. Oi.
Yeah.
That's exactly my point, kid. Exactly my point!
Okay, goodbye.
Sure, later.
See ya. Okay, that was a terrible joke. It's absolutely horrendous.
Don't be carrying any guns into the casino.
That's the ultimate looks. Shut up! What's this? Is this the... This is the tops. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Hey, fellow, welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying.
Okay.
Smooth and easy, just the way I like it.
Apparently,
Don't
I don't
worry,
have
they'll be
enough
as safe
sneak
as
to sneak
kittens till you're
anything
ready
in.
to leave. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them openly. You dig? Now that we got that little business out of the way, what can I do to make your tops experience the tops?
Where did you take
Relax,
my weapons?
baby. The safe is houses. We'll keep them locked up in the bank upstairs right next to the money. It's serious protection.
Okay. What is there to do here?
Everything your little heart desires, that's what. You like gambling? Boom. Either one of the main hallways has cards, slots, you name it.
Okay.
Hungry? Thirsty? The restaurant just off the left-hand hallway has the best food and booze in Vegas. Or maybe you'd rather take in a show. The Aces Theater upstairs always has hot acts raring to go. Check it out.
Okay.
Have a good time, baby.
And don't call me baby. Okay. Who are you? Swank.
Hello.
Chairman. I assume that is your title and not your name. So he is named and they are not. Hello.
Hey there, pal. Welcome to the Tops. And what can I do for you today?
I don't know. Who are you?
Ain't been on the strip long, have you, pal? Name's
No, I
Swank.
haven't.
This is my joint.
Nice place. Got a
Sure,
minute
kid,
to
sure.
talk?
I can spare a couple. What can I do for you?
I'm looking to make you got any jobs?
You might have a jaw at Tommy Torini up in the Aces. He's always looking for talent scouts.
Oh, okay. That's enough small talk. You should know something about Benny.
Really? You got something to say about the big boss, huh? Well, why don't you say it to his face instead of yapping at me?
Because Mr. House doesn't seem to want me to say it to his face. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna like this. Seems Benny's making his own play.
Huh? What are you talking about?
He tried to kill me and stole a platinum chip I was hired to deliver.
That doesn't... Why would he pull a stunt like that? Got anything else to offer?
He tried to make it look as just like the Traveler killed... Okay.
He's trying to pull a fast one on the big man. Crazy bastard. You got any more?
Yeah, I've got evidence.
Yeah? What else you got?
I found this lighter in Boulder City. He dropped it when he killed his partner.
Yeah, that looks like Benny's lighter, all right. Still, not exactly a ton of proof. Got anything else, kid?
Take a look at this note I found in Novak.
Pretty shady, yeah. Could be Benny's up to no good. Could be this is somebody else altogether. What else you got?
That's it. What do you think?
Jesus, kid, I think we got a real problem on our hands. Can't believe Benny's a no-good stinking punk trying to play house like that. Tell you
You
what,
guys don't know what
I'll
the
call
word
Benny,
punk means,
keep him
do
away
ya?
from his suite. You go search the place. Here's the key. It's on the 13th floor. It's
Okay.
a room with the double doors. Can't miss it. Maybe you'll find something we can show to Mr. House and get him arrested.
Okay.
Groovy, here's your stuff back. In case you run into company, you dig. I'll tell the boys to give you a pass to pack some heat. Go on then. Elevators to pass the slot machines on your left.
Okay. Well, that turned out to be worthwhile. You should to talk to Tommy Torini in the Tops.
Morning.
This isn't the... Oh, the Aces. The Aces. He said the Aces. The Tops is the name of the, Oh.
Hey, welcome to the finest entertainment experience in New Vegas. My name is Tommy Torini, and how can I make your day?
Yeah, as soon as I saw the strip for the eye patch, I knew he would be the man talking to. Yeah, Swake mentioned you might be looking for some new acts. Can I help?
Sure, baby, sure. Tommy's always looking for new talent for the Aces.
Okay.
Tell you what, you see any good acts while you're out wandering, give them my card. If they work out, I'll give you a 3% cut of the door. Just swing back by as you recruit folks. I'll get you your bread.
Okay, sure.
Ring-a-ding, my card.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Take it easy, baby.
Okay. Okay. Find entertainer 4. Okay, where's the Ooh, that's Benny. Do you think he saw me? Hopefully the elevators are down here.
This place is the bee's knees.
The bee's knees, is it? Inaccessible. 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 13th floor. Okay, you two come here.
Why do I have to miss all the fun?
Because you're not sneaky enough. Quite honestly. Hard to see, which means they don't have a easy time to see me. Nice. Go, 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 go. Okay. Cigarettes. Okay. What do we have up here? I forgot. That could be a problem. 4, 6, 3, 5. Okay. He's already detected me. He seems friendly. Hello.
Hey! Hi there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today?
Have you seen Benny?
He was around here not too long ago. He's probably down on the casino floor now.
Yeah,
you can
okay.
wait for him here if you like. I'm incapable of asking you to leave.
Why? What are you doing here?
Good question. My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man.
Why?
It's what Benny always called me. Probably
Okay.
because I'm programmed to be so helpful.
Okay. Benny reprogrammed you? Really? A tribal? With 5 years of experience with... I don't buy it.
He had some help.
Ah,
a lady friend
okay.
of his. She said something about living in a fort over in Freeside. But that's all I remember.
Okay. So what is this place?
This is Benny's workshop. When the tops got renovated, he had this half of the floor blocked off for his own use. I guess you could say it's my entire world. I don't think I've ever left this room. But that's okay. I'm not complaining.
So they really completely and totally erased everything from your computational matrix. Okay. So you realize that, yeah.
Sure. Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it so the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there.
Okay, what's he going to do with this chip?
He wants to kill Mr. House and use the Platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That should give me control over all Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I just do what Betty tells me. Easy peasy.
You're really, yeah. Why are you so I mean, you were programmed to be nice, but I mean...
I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked.
Okay.
I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh?
Probably pretty dumb. What if I wanted to take... no. Maybe later.
Come back later if you need anything.
Thank you. Okay. I have a funny feeling I should go talk to Swank again. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's take a look around, make sure Benny's not on this side of the place yet. Nope. Okay. Let's go talk to Swank. I'm not seeing Benny. No, there he is. Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
You're back. Find anything?
Yeah.
He's what? Ah, jeez. Jeez, this is really bad. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I don't trust him. I don't hate him. I just don't trust him. I mean, yeah, he shot me in the head, but I mean, he looked me in the eye. He refused to let someone else do it. He didn't kill me until I regained consciousness, which, you know, might have been showing off, but still. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna... it's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, that's ballsy. Good luck with that.
Yeah, thanks. Alright. Hello, Benny. How are you? Chairman bodyguard. Hello.
What in the goddamn? Let's keep this in the groove, hey? Smooth moves, smooth. Hello. The guy everyone saw go in the Lucky 38, that was you? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Baby, this is not the place to go talking about that. What say you and me cash out? Go somewheres more private-like. Any questions you got, I'll answer.
What did you
to
have
start,
in mind?
I'll comp you the presidential. Best suite in the house. You deserve a taste of the VIP lifestyle.
I already have one of
I'll hang out
those.
down here for a while to make everything look business as usual, then come to you. Any questions you got, I'll answer. Guaranteed.
I didn't come here for revenge. Alright, fine.
Why would I do that, baby? I want to talk to you as much as you want to talk to me. And you dig this is just first base, right? You and me have a future together, and it's big league and open all night. Here's the key to the Prez. I'll see you there in 2 shakes. Ta-ta. I comped you the Prez so we can talk there, hey?
This place is the bee's knees.
No sudden moves around the boss. Got it?
Oh, that's the presidential suite. What's up here? Oh. This is... okay. This must be another place for entertainment. Okay, fine. Alright, let's go on to... this is a mistake. I know this is a mistake. Hey, Eddie. As I said, you might be able... Okay, so yeah, it's pretty big. But still, I don't care, really. Okay, where are you, dude? Come on.
Baby, this little meet and greet of ours, chalk me up as a no-show.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Oh!
Caused plenty enough trouble as is. You forced my hand. Hell, I gotta skip town because of you.
Aww.
Pain in the caboose.
Oh, what?
A
Yeah.
lifelong learner is you, eh? Then make your questions count because your lifelong is running life short. All this is just work ethic run wild? That's your
Yes.
line?
Well, not worth that. I don't want to be chased down and shot.
In the chip alone? If bullets can't get through, what hope is there?
Fine.
That temper of yours. Kind of why this conversation's taking place over an intercom. Do me a favor and stay dead this time, eh? Good night, all. It's been a gas.
Hey, over here! Had enough! They killed him!
Little twit. You okay, Eddie? Yeah, you're okay. I don't have any scrap. Doesn't matter. He's back to full health. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, I knew it was... Ah. I see, I don't know. I guess I don't. Oh, are you kidding me? He said he's skipping town. Maybe we can catch him before he does.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
I don't care. Right now, I'm a little annoyed with myself. Okay. Where'd he go? Benny come through here?
Oh, hi again. Can I help you with something else?
Is Benny here?
Sure. He came through here in a big hurry. Didn't even stop to say hello. I think he went down his secret escape elevator out in the hall. Don't stay away too long.
Secret escape elevator. Out in the hall. Secret escape elevator out in the hall. I only see... Go down here. These guys keep...
What? I thought Benny was a stand-up guy. Hard to believe he was a rat all along.
Okay. The hall. What do you mean out in the hall? What hall? Oh, there's a door. Hall. Inaccessible. Are you kidding me? I can't. Oh, man. Oh, just. Do you have a key to the elevator?
Hi! Don't stay away too long.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I didn't get the chip. Oh, why didn't I just... Oh, why didn't I just lure him up there and shoot him? Oh, jump and... I was trying. Ah. That'll learn ya.
Hey, there's the high roller. This is just swell. Benny vamooses and I'm left holding the bag. What do you need, kid? Yeah. See ya, kid.
Damn.
The eyes of the mighty Caesar are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark.
Okay.
Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion are hereby forgiven. Caesar will not extend this mercy a second time. My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands. Incidentally, it will interest you to know that the man you seek has fled the Strip.
Yeah, I already figured that out.
For Caesar's camp as we speak.
Okay. How'd you find me here?
I am the greatest of Caesar's Frumentari. It was not a challenge to find you. Nor is this my first visit to the Strip.
Why does he want to see me?
Go to him, and you will understand. Seek Caesar by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of Nelson. The Cursor Lucullus will be waiting.
Cottonwood Cove. Slaving camp.
The Legion wants... We're gonna go to a casino, aren't we?
Of course. We've already been to 2. Oh, I gotta go. Oh, seriously? He's gonna talk down to me, isn't he? He's going to annoy me. No end. Yes, he is. Yeah, see? Just, weird. Hello, Victor 2.
Where to, partner?
I need to go see your boss.
Penthouse floor?
Yeah. Hi. You're not gonna be happy.
Events have transpired in a less than optimal fashion. Benny has fled the Strip and the platinum chip has not been recovered.
Yeah, I know that. He set me up for an ambush, blah, blah, blah. Where do you think he's gone?
His destination is hardly a mystery. It's a near certainty that he's making his way for Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill. It's one of just 2 places on Earth that have the hardware necessary to read the platinum chip. The Lucky 38 is the other, of course.
Of course. Okay, so what do I do next?
I won't lie to you. It'll be dangerous. The next step will require you to infiltrate Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill.
You want me to kill Caesar? Probably not. He's not that type of person, I don't think. I mean, if he thought he needed to do it, he'd tell me to do it, but I don't think that's what he cares about, because he could have done that ages ago. What do you want me to do?
I want you to open a hatch in the basement of the derelict weather station atop Fortification Hill. You'll recognize it on sight. The hatch bears the logo of the Lucky 38, same as the platinum chip.
Okay.
You can't, but the chip can. The hatch will recognize the platinum chip and open sesame.
Okay. So what's inside?
Something very important. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise, so don't bother asking.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
I expect that if Benny doesn't have the chip, Caesar will make sure you get it. More on that later. Be off.
I suppose I deserve that.
Enjoy your time in Vegas.
Yeah.
Where to, partner?
Casino.
Casino floor.
Are you kidding me?
Excuse me, but are
Whoa.
you the courier who caused all of that trouble in the tops?
Yeah,
Oh,
why?
great. The followers of the apocalypse, well, some of us anyway, have been interested in Mr. House's technology, how he stays alive.
Okay.
Of course, no one else is allowed inside the Lucky 38, so no one knows what's going on. Well, except for you.
And?
Right. We just want to find out what sort of technology Mr. House has used to stay alive for all these years. It could be of great benefit to the people we try to help, many of whom suffer from hard-to-diagnose illnesses.
All right.
Really? Oh, I wasn't expecting you to agree so easily. That's great. Here, take this packet sniffer. It'll allow us to intercept data on Mr. House's network. You might have to manually remove the encryption from his data network, but hopefully you won't have too much trouble. Good luck.
Later. Next time I come back, I'll do that. Oh, man. Well, he knows I'm on it, so I don't think I have to rush to do it, but it's still... Oh! Seriously. Icy, you're an idiot. You knew you couldn't trust him. All you had to do was shoot him and take the stupid chip off him. No, you couldn't do that. You had to try to be, you know, diplomatic. Yeah, how'd that work out for you, dude? Not well is what I'm thinking. Okay, it's time to go do some thinking. Yes, it is. This job is becoming a major pain in my rear end.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
I'm making money. It's not like I need to worry about, you know. Dude!
Yes?
You bought a hat?
Hey, pal. You dig my new hat? I've been making some good money lately, and figured I'd treat myself.
Yeah, it's not what I would have bought, but hey, you know.
Oh, yeah? What would you have gotten?
Yeah, I'd save this money so I could get the hell out of here.
You're a long-term thinker, man. I like that. You might be onto something there.
I might be.
But you're probably here for more of my special commodity. And luckily for you, I haven't been idle since we last spoke.
Really?
However, all that hard work on my part means that the price has gone up. And a tip now. You game?
Sure.
In the area between the north and east gates is the old Mormon fort, where the followers of the apocalypse have set themselves up.
Yeah.
The followers aren't a bad bunch, and provide healing and supplies to the people of Freeside as they can. What do you say? Want another tip?
Maybe later, dude.
I understand. Well, have a good day.
I'll be back. You know, when I need to. Right now, I'm a little upset with myself, and it's, you know, hard to process information when you're upset with yourself like this. Oh, that was just so stupid. I let him. Don't be nice like that from now on, dude. Just go shoot people. No, don't just go shoot people, but... Stop being so naive, I guess is the thing. I mean, I knew I... Where's Willow? Says she's following me, but I don't see her anywhere. Willow? Says she's right here. Did she not come out with us? What's going on, Willow? Where are you? There you are. Let's go. Why isn't she coming out with us? That's just weird. Very weird. I don't like that. No, I don't. There's not much I can do about it right now, I don't think. Because it says she's following. There she is. Hi, Willow. Okay. Alright, everyone. That is going to be it for me for this session. Can't believe I let Benny get away with the platinum chip. How stupid am I? Save. Okay. Alright, everyone. Well, thank you very much for joining me. I hope everyone enjoyed that and had a good time. I've got some thinking to do. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Guess I gotta go chase Penny down, but do I need to do it immediately? I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyway, everybody have a nice day, night, morning, evening, afternoon even, as the case may be. And we'll talk to y'all next time. Bye now.